It is official. Former candidate for Governor Bob Stefanowski is a candidate once again. Stefanowski officially launching his campaign for the 2022 governor's race today. You'll remember he was the Republican nominee in 2018, but ultimately lost in a close race to Governor Ned Lamont. Bob Stefanowski joins us now to discuss his big news today. Bob, thanks for joining us again.
Jen, thanks for having me on.
All right, so ready for a second go here. There's a lot of time, money, energy into this kind of run. No one knows that better than you. What's different this time around? Why are you running again?
Well, you remember the famous Ronald Reagan question to Jimmy Carter is, are you better off 4 years ago than you are now? Or are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? For people of Connecticut, they are not better off right now than when Governor Lamont came into office. We've got COVID that's hitting historic rates. We've got the second highest tax burden in the nation. People are tired, Jen, and they're tired of the politicians watching out for themselves rather than the people of Connecticut. We've got a broader platform this time. I've got the leadership. I've got the experience of running. We're going to come in. We're going to listen to people. We're going to lead Connecticut in the right direction. We're going to win this election. We're going to turn the state around, Jen.
All right, so let's talk about that platform. What are you running on? What in your first run, it was about fiscal responsibility and getting our spending under control and zero-based budgeting. What's your main campaign message this time around?
Well, it's really three things, Jen. It's affordability. How do we get people to live easier in Connecticut? Costs are spiraling out of control. Utility bills, inflation, filling up your gas tank and spending $60 every time you do it. Number two, it's crime. How do we get crime under control? Hartford and New Haven had their most violent year in decades last year. And finally, it's about government accountability and transparency. People are sending $20 billion to Hartford every year. They want to know how that money's being spent. They want to have visibility into it. They don't want the governor giving no-bid contracts to a company owned by his wife. They want to make sure that the money is budgeted properly, just like every other family in Connecticut sits down with a monthly budget. They want the people that we elect who are spending our money to do the same thing. We're going to bring that discipline. We're going to bring that fundamental culture to the Capitol, and we're going to change the way things are done in Connecticut.
Well, the Democratic Party in Connecticut already throwing out attacks. They didn't waste any time. Quickly putting out a statement saying that you have a, quote, extreme agenda that would take our state backwards. Your response to that?
Well, Governor Lamont has taken the state backwards over the past 3 years. I don't think that it's extreme for me to say that I support education, that I support a parent's say in their child's education, that we should lower taxes, that people should go to bed at night feeling a little bit safer than they are right now. These are not extreme positions. These are fiscal conservatism, giving more money back into the pockets of the people of Connecticut, demanding, not only asking, but demanding that the people that we elect to go up to Hartford put our interests first rather than the interest of themselves and their political career. There is nothing extreme about that. And quite honestly, Jen, it's what the people of Connecticut want. They haven't gotten it over the last 3 years, and they're going to voice their opinion come November at the polls.
We are in campaign season, and no doubt there's going to be plenty of time to vet what you're looking to do, to vet what Governor Lamont is going to be running on. Right now, of course, we're going to wait and see how this race shapes up because there's a Republican nomination before that general election. You were the Republican nominee last time in 2018, but we know that there are a couple of candidates that are still circling around. What do you know about that right now? Are you in talks with other people to talk about a lieutenant governor position, or how do you jockey your position to, be strong going into the GOP pick?
Jen, we've been very focused on what are the right policies to help the people of Connecticut. I do think you've got a massive advantage running for a second time for statewide office. Governor Lamont didn't win statewide office till his third time. Dan Malloy didn't win till his second time. The amount of name recognition you get. We've put a large sum of money into the campaign this time. This is going to be a big jumpstart for us. My wife, Amy, and I have spent the past 3 years getting to know the issues that are out in Connecticut, meeting people in the cities, understanding what people's issues are. We've developed a holistic policy to address that. So you're much more prepared going in the second time And I honestly believe I'm the best. I'm the Republican with the best chance to beat Governor Lamont and the best skill set and experience to turn the state of Connecticut around and start to focus again on the people rather than on politics.
All right, Bob Stefanowski, you're also going to be a guest on The Real Story this Sunday, where we'll have a nice 13-minute conversation and get a little more in depth. That's going to be Sunday at 10 a.m. here on Fox 61. Make sure you tune in. Bob, always good to talk with you. Thanks for taking time out of your day to talk with us and start talking about this run that you have now
Look forward to it,
launched
Jen.
under. Appreciate
Thank you
it.
very much.